Oh, hey, Internet. Welcome back. It's Blade Buster. We're still locked within the sweltering heat of summer, locked in the back of this caravan. I want to make like a forced to play this game all summer joke, but you know what? We've been enjoying ourselves. Maybe not so much everyone else. Like I said before, this might just be like an absolutely insane idea to share this much of the same 5 minute long game, but I don't care. Featured today. Featured today as I use my most epic voice. Could possibly be, to the applause of some, the applause of most, I'm sure. The final chapter of our summer fun, summer caravan competitive play with r/Shmups on Reddit with Blade Buster. As I'm sure you guys know, the last video was upwards of like an hour and a half or something like that. It was pretty crazy, and those were all meant to be like 15-20 minute videos of me slightly getting better and better and better. But then I had like, a moment of like, let's just have mercy on everybody and let's not do like 30 chapters, through 30 videos of this. Let me sort of like data dump these. And if you're sick enough to watch all those, all the power to you. But from the views, you're not. It certainly takes a sort of masochistic sort to really get into the shmups. There's it's a certain game, a certain difficulty that it attracts a certain type of weirdo and sicko to want to play this ad nauseum until you find just the smallest amount of progress. Not a very good run right here, as we are pretty much just kind of staggering through this run with sort of a little like twin shot here. One thing to keep in mind, I think maybe somewhere in our workload video we may have upped the speed. Regardless, something to mention is that yes, now we're sitting on speed 2. Somewhere throughout the playthroughs, I was kind of thinking, this is about as good as we can do on, baby crawling speed. We have to kind of jack it up at least one more. To answer the question, did we ever try it on full speed? The answer is yes. And, I think that's how it's intended. If you want, to slam dunk the world's highest score, I think that's what you want to do. Go on full speed and then just knock out all these, kill everything, get all the points. However, it was pretty fast, a bit too fast and a bit too unruly for me. So we're going to try to essentially not really concede the fact that we're not going to slam dunk this game into the Guinness Book of World Records, but we're going to do our very best on speed 2. That's all we can do. And a little spoiler to keep you through the this last 20 minutes, maybe 15 minutes that we're coming across now. We actually score a pretty damn nice run at the end. As we were saying earlier, we want to make a score that we're be happy to die on. We like, all right, our job's done. We can die a happy man now. As we're recording this right now, it's the 21st. I believe the tournament ends the 25th. I might just call it here and just let, the winds of fate decide where I fall. There's a lot of, things that I've been kind of, that have been kind of waiting for me to pick back up since I started the caravan competition. And I'd like to kind of like maybe get an early head start on getting back into them. I had spoken on Twitter. New high score here, just slightly better than the last one we had, which is kind of surprising. It was kind of ugly, kind of shitty. I was saying before, we were struggling to keep our full strength weapon. But what we're finding is that, like, the sort of secret bonuses are your score. Certainly you do want to get your points. Certainly you do want to kill things, but watch these bonuses when like those, that orange text, when those come up, when you get certain ones in a certain succession, you're getting like 50,000 K. It's crazy, if not even more. It just watch, and you're gonna see like, oh, that's where your score is. Your speed certainly does play into account of rushing through this game so you can, 50,000 K. And then just the little tiny 9K about waiting for those guys, like little clam enemies, to open up as well. What the fuck was I saying? Yeah, it's certainly the best run in the world is going to be everything that puts everything together. 80,000 K. But yeah, as you can see, these giant jumps in your score are going to be from your bonus points and picking them all up throughout the run, while doing a damn good job of maximizing your efforts in all the other categories. I feel like there was something I was talking about and I completely missed out. That's going to haunt me. Oh, I was saying on Twitter, ... and then rambled on for something else. I was saying on Twitter, there's a couple games that I will leave unmentioned right now. But, longtime fans or watchers of this channel know there's at least a couple games that I've covered in the past. Maybe one more infamously more than the other. But there are two games that I got really close to beating, getting my 1cc. But for one reason or another, got really close, but couldn't really get it in. Sexual innuendos, right? Couldn't get it in, couldn't score it, just kind of slipped through my fingers. And instead of just kind of, bucking up and going, okay, just this last bit, I just need to figure out this last form of the final boss. I just need to figure out this last level, something. I just put the game down. I do something else, and I just never come back. And it just, it just haunts me. Like, I should go back, and I really need to go back. There's one case where I can say, for fuck's sake, I need to finish this game. I owe it. I owe it to myself to beat this game. And this video might be the last for the Blade Buster videos for that cause, just so I can kind of get a better head start into those projects of sort of exercising those demons. Cleanse my soul of a couple inner demons of Steam quality, of just sort of, games that, I think I could beat now. We've certainly had our challenges, and, it just wouldn't be right going too much further without going back and just putting away. You know what? I was going to say, maybe I won't specify which games they are, but you know what? I'm going to. Okay, to the surprise of no one, one of the games, of course, is Space Moth DX. An infamous ghost to this channel. We were able to go to the last level, to the last boss, where you're supposed to kind of just weather out its attacks. And we were there 5 seconds and game overed. Or we had 5 seconds remaining and game overed. And we can, we should be able to beat that. And, we just got to do it. We were very close. And, we have to finish it. The second being Jetbuster. The developer has a new game coming out later this year. I'm not exactly sure when, maybe early next year. So it's kind of like tick tock, I need to beat this game. If you remember, we were on the final boss when we put down that game. And that game is very much, it's quite the lengthy game. Like, once the CC's up, it'd probably be like a 35-minute video, if not longer. And it's very much, Jesus Christ, well, that wasn't a very good run yet, now was it? It is very, Jetbuster is very momentum based. It's this game where you want to rack up your multiplier by killing enemies a certain way, and then switching and kind of capitalizing on your enemy kills while this multiplier is in a certain level. Taking damage, losing lives, that sort of thing, knocks down your multiplier, knocks down your weapon strength. You start, once you've built up this sort of giant ray of death in front of you, you get hit a couple times, then you're back to your pea shooter, and then scoring no points. So you can kind of see why, it being kind of a lengthy game, and then if things don't work out in the first 2 to 3 levels, just fucking put it away type of thing. So you can kind of see where, where the game kind of petered off in interest, but, I've got to do it, their new game's going to come out, and, I'm certainly going to be playing that, I've really enjoyed everything they've done, and and Jetbuster's supposed to be their easy cute 'em up game, and I was like, fuck, I can't even beat that. So, what am I gonna do with their new game if I can't beat Jetbuster? They're sort of casual furry game, come on. And ultimately, I think we all kind of know how it works. Sometimes I feel it's not necessarily primarily skill, or voluntary crazy attention, and a lot of times it is just momentum and luck. And I think it's just a matter of you just have to keep playing, just keep playing, keep familiarizing yourself so you're not, victimized by the dumbest noob stuff, right? The enemy that comes out and shoots this way, you see that coming, you can dodge it, that sort of thing. So we need to familiarize ourselves so we're not killed by that shit. Otherwise, I think we can just kind of relax and just sort of wait our turn, and then we'll get our 1cc. It's not I'm not terribly worried that we're going to have to up our game, it's just a matter of we just got to put things together, maybe tiptoe around some areas, some levels, some bosses, that sort of thing. But it'll come, I think. This run looking not so great, but we'll certainly see. 1,400,000, which is, I believe, the score right now. It's hard to... I guess you would call that 1,400,000, yeah. Our current high score. Soon to be changed. Not by this run, and actually, or will it? I think it. We'll see. I forget now, but there was a run. If it wasn't the 14 just a moment ago, where I thought that was really kind of maybe the best, and that we would kind of play the rest of the tournament and not really see much of a progress and numbers, but I mean, you can tell even right now that we're not really have much, too many other matters to talk about. You can kind of see I've been playing these runs relatively the same, and really playing aggressive in the final boss. Not too worried if he's going to hit me a couple times, as long as we can keep that double shot right in his face. Actually, I think we are going to, nope, fall just short. That's perfectly fine. And at this point, that 1,400,000 was likely going to be our top score. But then this happened. And I think it's a pretty damn good run. And if nothing else, let's go through it together at least once. You can see on the left here, the left to the right here are these first two important pickups to get your sort of V shape there. Just so you can kind of immediately defend yourself from all these assholes. Getting your good bonus points there. Here we are. It's our first full strength. So now we can start really laying down the hate, as it were. We have, we have the sort of pink bunny there. We also have that sort of collapsing jerk right here as well. Just kind of stand off to the side. Wait for these guys. 3,000 apiece. And so far, no damage. And we certainly want to clear off as many blocks as we can. Another pink bunny there. We're getting close to the area where we want to kill both of the slow-moving eyeballs at the same time. Here they are. 80,000. So you can kind of see you do want to be in the right place at the right time with the right weapon, And so far, it's happened pretty well. Certainly, we haven't killed everything. We haven't cleared every block. Haven't picked up everything, but so far, so good. We want to be aggressive, but what I'm feeling about these is we do want to kill enough grenades. Whenever I find that we've killed enough grenades, we get a pop-up or like a pickup that's the blue one, which can either, there it is, either give us max weapon or extra bonus points. And I found that it only happens during this fight, so maybe it does show up in other places, but an okay fight, no damage there. We weren't able to pick up all the little pickups, but we got the majority of them, especially the ones that were clustered at the top. And whenever we can, we do want to kill everything with, kill as much as we can with our diagonal. 10,000 there with that bonus. Our diagonal is going to pick up a lot of, a lot of stuff off our periphery when it comes to, bonus pickups. A one up there. We want to cool our jets here. Wait for these guys to open up. 3K, 3K, 3K. So all but one of them. Getting a little shitty there, but it's kind of the risk you have when you wait for the other enemies to kind of pop up and shoot at you. Want to kill this guy as well as the bonus pink bunny guy that's hiding behind him. Another sort of closing clam 50k there. So far so good, and you can see we're at 800 mil already. Here's the cool little thing. Clear one lane before the other. Even though it wasn't perfect, it still was good enough for 50k each. So hell, that's great. I think I've done it before when I had just like these sort of little piddly double shot. Another one up here. Able to pull it off with our full blast, despite it not being the most perfect either. Getting hit here, hopefully, does not cause too much of a scene. Luckily, got our sort of V shot, spread shot here, just to tide us over. There we go. So we're quickly recovered, despite the fact that we did kind of lose a lot of blocks and bonus points, whatever, with our little crap weapon for taking damage. But as you can see, 1,100,000 down below. Pretty damn good for a minute left. Finding a third one of these. Have we been seeing a third one of those? I'm not sure. Maybe it's a sign of good things to come, right? So more bonus points, another enemy to kill. And we've fought this guy a bazillion times, how we're kind of doubling up on each of these eyeballs in the front, rushing the center, deal a lot of damage. The cancels certainly help. But ultimately, I'm not entirely concerned. I just want to deal damage. So we took damage there down to our single now. I was going to say double single. Luckily, killed him with our single shot. And it's all gravy from here. Even before it started, even before the level ended, our new high score, 1,600,000, and that's where it's going to be. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and a comment, and that'll be it.